Is TRON TRX going to become a country? Could it become possibly a city? Humor me. If you like out-of-the-box videos, this is all going to make a lot of sense to you, and I could see BTT becoming the same thing, and I could see other altcoins following suit. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, love you guys. Love the support and hanging out with you. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Occasionally we do giveaways. The only way to get chosen, comment down below. In a video that that follows in the future, after you've commented down below, we will pick you out of the commenters if you get selected, but you must also hit the bell, hit the like button, and subscribe. Now, back to what I was talking about. If you remember, first of all, I don't know if you remember because you may not have watched some of my prior videos, or specifically that video when I talked about this article where Tron made the first crypto footprint in El Salvador. Well, there was a lot more to it. I talked about duty-free zones. I talked about Tron being given basically the key to the city because of being the first one to go there. And what I'm getting at when I say that Tron or BitTorrent could become their own city, you can use this as an example within El Salvador. And this is what this article, which I'm going to get into in a minute, made me think of exactly what I'm about to describe to you. So, the most concise way that I could think of to put it to you is like this. You know, throughout the United States and different countries, there are ghost cities. So Texas, for example, has some ghost cities where absolutely nothing is happening. So you could take a ghost town and you could marry the metaverse to the real world in reverse. So a lot of people, when they think of the metaverse, they think of it as an existing place that's then going to be merged with the electronic space that we all know and call the metaverse. So what if ghost towns, specific, complete, obsolete towns that have basically been figuratively wiped off the map are reinvigorated, they're reborn, and Tron could actually be a town, and everything that existed in that town was then to make its way into the metaverse? Well, you have a situation where you could actually then go to that town if you chose to in the real world, not in the metaverse, and lay claim to whatever products or services you have adopted or gained access to, or possibly now even own through mining, through GameFi, through being a gaming miner that actually accumulates points, accumulates crypto, accumulates value, makes money playing the games, and you are now able to go from the metaverse into the real world and see the fruits of your labor in real time without technology. So that would be a way where you can imagine everything becoming one and there being not much of a distinction between the metaverse and the real verse, meaning the real world. But let's check it out. So El Salvador to create Bitcoin City used 500 million of planned 1 billion bond offering to buy more crypto. Where's Tron sitting right now at this moment? We got 10 cents. That's fine. We'll live with it. That 10 cents is going to look like a great deal. People will kick themselves for not jumping all over that 10 cents in the future. I promise you, in my opinion, these are very, very early days. And part of what's going to set Tron free, BitTorrent as well, I'm telling you, they won't be the only altcoins, but I believe they'll be one of the first. They will become they will name a city or a town. They will become a destination, and the destination will sport their name. So, El Salvador to create Bitcoin City. Yes, I know I already read this. Uses 500 million of planned 1B bond offering to buy more crypto. The issuance of the tokenized bond, and I'm going to get into a bit more in a second here of what I've been thinking about, which was developed by Blockstream, will be processed by Bitfinex. So here we have a nice little flag, a nice little location. Now imagine if you have here Tron City, BitTorrent City, maybe Cardano City. El Salvador, the only country in which Bitcoin is a legal tender, is going to build an entire city based on the largest cryptocurrency by market value. President Nayib told a raucous crowd in a Saturday night presentation at Bitcoin Week in El Salvador. Bitcoin City will be located along the Gulf of Fonseca near a volcano. Got some green mining happening. The government plans on locating a power plant by the volcano to provide energy for both the city and Bitcoin mining, the president said. According to Bukele, apologies, I don't know how to pronounce it. Bitcoin City will be a full-fledged metropolis with residential and commercial areas, restaurants, an airport, as well as a port and rail service. The city will be laid out in a circle, like a coin, and in the city center will be a plaza that will be a host to a huge Bitcoin symbol. Guys, imagine going to Disneyland, a new type of Disneyland where you're not only there for games and entertainment, but you could actually make money by physically going there, by checking out your metaverse in the real world, in the flesh and blood of things. Now, Bukele also said El Salvador plans on issuing 1 billion Bitcoin bond, a tokenized financial instrument developed by Blockstream on the Liquid network. Of that amount, 500 million will be used to help construct needed energy and Bitcoin mining infrastructure, and 500 million to buy even more Bitcoin. Look, ghost cities, ghost towns, and nearing the ghost term countries can be, well, they can have new life basically breathed into them. They can have new blood pumped into them. They can adopt the name of cryptocurrencies. It's a marketing tactic for sure, but at the same time, it's a fresh new start. And I just have a really strong feeling that TRON and BitTorrent are going to be one of the first to become either a country or a town or some form of destination that's part of a plot of land that gets minced with the metaverse within some country. One of those things are going to happen in the near future. And this is a perfect example of how it can happen because of what El Salvador is up to. So, El Salvador plans on issuing a $1 billion Bitcoin bond, a tokenized financial instrument developed by Blockstream on the Liquid network. Yes, I know I went back to where I already was. I understand that. I see my highlight here. I'm not perfect, and that's what an off-the-cuff video is. So, at the cryptocurrency's recent trading price of about 59,000, that would bring the country's treasury stash to under 2,000 bitcoins. El Salvador intends to create a securities law and grant a license to Bitfinex Securities to process the issuance, Blockstream said in a release. Now, Samson Mao, Blockstream's chief strategy officer, told the audience that the $1 billion in tokenized bonds will be 10-year and US denominated and pay 6.5% initially. Okay, fine. Following a lockup period of 5 years, El Salvador will start to sell its cryptocurrency holdings and pay an added dividend to bondholders, said Mao. But it's written Mao said. Okay. By the time 10 years have elapsed, the annual percentage yield will be 146,000, Mao said. Based on Blockstream models predicting the price of Bitcoin will have hit 1 million within the next 5 years. Indeed, by using 500 million of the proceeds to buy Bitcoin and locking it up for 5 years, El Salvador is hoping that by taking so much of the cryptocurrency out of circulation for so long, it helps contribute to Bitcoin's price appreciation, Mao said. El Salvador will become the Singapore of Latin America. You know what? Very, very possible, very ingenious, great way to help pull a country closer to prosperity, and kind of a Hail Mary move that I think is going to create chain reactions where you do have cryptocurrencies actually in some cases becoming mini countries, mini states, mini provinces, perhaps many towns. And I'm excited for the future. I really do think that the metaverse and GameFi is going to mince real world with fantasy, games, and reality in a way that most people haven't even thought of. Thank you for watching. As usual, I hope this finds you healthy, happy. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment down below, and I will see you on the next video.